Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Hunt on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check that. He's coming. Double up.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now Hunt on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. Something to watch here in week one of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 32. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Back to throw.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete.
Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz
from 21 yards away. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Taking it right down Broadway.
All day.
And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Jackson here is going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cleveland Raven offense ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. Also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Here we go.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Check 55 to Mike. Check.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And now here's a carry heading left. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Play action. It's Jackson. sliding out of the pocket.
First down and more for Jackson.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second down and 7.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. He can't get him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jackson will throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They go play action now. Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
And it's third down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
They go play action here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Open space inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
8 yards to go on second down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Jackson now rolling to his right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down at what's what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
I'm coming after you. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Townsend. And he's going to have the Browns first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. And now here's a carry heading left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. Now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the 6. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 38. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Jackson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Jackson forced out to his left. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Accuracy's trash. Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now here's a carry heading left. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now a handoff looking right, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
And he's free going down the left side.
You go
it's
like
a foot race. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone.
Big play.
What a return, and they've taken the lead.
It's the fourth quarter, partner, and everyone's looking for a hero in the fourth quarter. They just found theirs.
That's so much for the offense coming out, trying to mount that go-ahead drive. They get it right there on the punt return.
And a punt return play can change the momentum so many different ways and maybe put a team in command.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Now Hunt on the return. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to